Hi everyone, you welcome back to my program AJ Live. I'm very sorry for delay in the show this week. It was due to technical problem. So we just resolve it. So it's better to be late than never, I think. And I want to appreciate those who have been making contribution towards this program, passing comments, subscribing. I really appreciate you all. I thank you very much. And if you have not subscribed, you can as well link me up on ajlive65@yahoo.com, ajlive65@yahoo.com. And you can as well drop your comment on AJ Live. If you have anything that is bothering you as regard marriage, as regard your relationship, send me a message. We're going to discuss this on this show, and I can assure you that it's going to really be of help to you. People will even pass comments, so which I will actually come back on the program and share with you, possibly. Today, I have two letters on my table which I'm going to be reading and discuss as well. And I know it's going to be of help to the writer and possibly to the listener as well. The first letter, the writer says, "My mother-in-law, my headache. My mother-in-law, my headache. AJ, my problem is my mother-in-law, interference in my marriage. She's dictating affair in my marriage. Whatever she said is what my husband always doing. The worst is that she always cooking for my husband whenever he's on a visit, saying she likes to prepare his favorite, or probably he might have mixed his cooking. Also, sending us food stuff once a month when myself and my husband has a good job and can fend for ourselves. The worst is that my husband doesn't see anything wrong in all this. Please, AJ, what do you think I can do?" This letter is interesting somehow. These are common problems that we have been hearing or seeing people saying concerning our mothers. Really, the motherly love is very difficult to separate, at least from children. But at the same time, our mother needed to understand that once a child is married, he deserves a liberty, he deserves freedom. That does not mean the love is no longer there. But our mother needed to give the chance for the children to build their house, to groom their family the one they want it. If you don't give them room to groom their family, you can still not be keeping them and be babysitting them, keeping them like a baby. No. Anyone that is of age to marry and get married needed freedom, at least to groom his house or her house. This kind of problem, to me, I be hearing is commonly within the ladies, whereby their mother always going into their house, checking on them, trying to find out the husband is really taking care of her. Sometimes they be looking at her, you looking lean, you don't have flesh, you don't do this, don't do that. And thereby they will bring in food stuff. But in a situation of as related to men, like my writer just sent to me, I think this is very, very uncommon. It's very, very uncommon. He's a guy. He needed freedom. He needed to be the head of the house and be able to sit with the family, with the wife, to plan how they want their marriage to be. They needed some freedom. I will appreciate if our mothers can be giving freedoms to all our children, especially after they are married. You have freedom, you groom your marriages the way you want it. Let them do the same. Even the married, they needed to make mistake. They made mistake, they adjust. They made mistake, they adjust. They have different background. They needed to understand each other. They can only understand each other through mistakes. So let them make mistake and adjust. In as much they got job, why giving them food stuff? To me, it doesn't make sense. I'm sorry to say this. And the advice I'm going to give my writer is that I don't know the position of your your father-in-law in this situation. If you're somebody that is not really into it, if you can talk to him, seek for his help, probably to help you talk to talk to your mother-in-law, that you people are not comfortable with this kind of situation. And I think it might be of help. At the same time, talk to your husband. Like you said your husband doesn't see anything wrong in it. Make him to understand. Let him see what is wrong about it. Let him see you are family now, that you needed to groom your home. Let him see that the way the mother loved him, the same way you love him. And this even not the issue of fighting about love, no. But this is a home you needed to groom together. Let your husband understand that whatever be the situation, yeah, you needed to do things by yourself. And also, you guys have a good job. So why full stop being sent to you every month? Tell him, let him understand that. So if you try that, if your husband doesn't make any reasonable move, you cannot talk to his mother, I will advise if you can talk to mama yourself. Try to call her, or whenever she's on a visit as usual, sit her down, talk to her. Let her understand your feelings concerning what she's doing. Let her understand how you feel concerning what she's doing, that you will appreciate that she can stop sending you food, that you have enough, that you wouldn't mind if she can stop sending you food. But one thing about it, when you're passing your message, don't disrespect her. Ordinarily, she might be angry with you, but all you needed is just pass your message through. You don't need to disrespect her. Talk to her nicely. Let her understand your feelings, irrespective of her reaction, irrespective of whether she's happy about it or not. No, that does not mean anything. But you make sure you pass your message respectfully. Don't be rude to her. Whatever she says, don't be rude to her. For the sake of your husband and your father-in-law, you should not be rude to her. I think that's what I can say concerning this letter. And if anyone has something else, in addition, I will appreciate if you can forward it to me. Let me go on the second letter. The second letter, the writer said, how do I trust my husband? Like you always preaching, I trust my husband and I love him, but I'm not comfortable with his constant communication with one of his ex-girlfriends. Though he always saying nothing serious attached, they are just exchanging pleasantries. This has always becoming frequent argument, but my husband never changed, and I don't want to lose my home. Please, how can I make him stop this madness? Really? Madness indeed. Before I say anything about this letter, I just want to correct one notion. I'm not preaching. Like I used to tell you, and neither a therapist. I'm just a concerned citizen about the issue of marriage. I see the way marriages are collapsing these days. I see what is happening, that people find it difficult to stay in marriage these days. That's the main reason for this program. So I'm not a preacher. Thank you. for the commendation. So concerning this letter, what I'm going to say is that, you see, men generally, not even men, spouse generally, we need to respect each other's space. We need to respect each other's space. In whatever things we are doing, we need to put each other into consideration. We need to put each other into consideration. At least it's not necessary that you have to be at home talking to your ex-girlfriend. You have to put your partner into consideration. You needed to put your partner into consideration. At least respect you have somebody in the house. I don't know discussion you want to discuss with your ex-girlfriend, whoever that is calling you, that if we can't do before coming home. And your girlfriend, your ex-girlfriend needed to understand you are married now. And she respect your home. Respect somebody you put in the house. So that's what I just see about that. But one thing I sense about this thing, I can sense a little bit of jealousy as regard my writer. Your husband said, nothing serious attached, that is just the girlfriend. Ex-girlfriend. So nothing serious attached to it. They were just having conversation. For knowing each other does not mean they cannot talk any longer. At least the ex-girlfriend, she's there when your husband chooses to marry you. So you have something special, something peculiar above all these girlfriends, whatever they might be, before your other husband choose to marry you. One thing I just want you to understand is that in my last video, when I talk about trust, I said do not assume. Don't assume. Maybe there's something between them. Don't assume. Because you have no proof. Talking to each other, if really they have something in common, there's tendency for your husband not even picking a call even in your presence. For him even being able to let you know that is my ex-girlfriend. So they have nothing serious in common. So you needed to calm down, consider your health, because when you're giving yourself too much trouble, it can lead to hypertension or whatever. Your health is most important, and your home. I don't know, maybe if you have children, you put your children into consideration. Focus on your family. Focus on your family. Don't bother about the ex-girlfriend. Because that little stuff, you keep going back and forth on it, can eventually break the home. I understand how you feel. I understand your boundary, your space needed to be respected. Yeah, cool. But at the same time, you need to calm down. And don't be on a follow type. I want to know everything my husband is doing. If you've been a follow type, checking the phone, monitoring his movement, do all this, do all that, you're just going to be giving yourself unnecessary headache. That's the more reason why I said every marriage has to be built on trust. If you trust your husband trusts you, you won't have any negative thought concerning each other. So at the same time, I'm still going to talk to you. You need to calm down. Focus on your family. You have something that those girlfriend does not have. That was why you are a choosing one. So stay on your line and keep your home. That's all the advice I can give to you. Before I finish the program, I still want to let my viewer understand to please subscribe. Send messages to me on ajlive65@yahoo.com. If you have anything that is bothering you, anything affecting your marriage, send it. Let's discuss it. Even if you text me on the message, if you needed probably maybe to have a conversation over it, we can as well talk. So all I'm going to say is that let's try as much as possible to keep our home, to keep our marriages. It's normal. There's no perfect marriage. I've been saying that before. It's normal to be a problem, one problem or the other in a marriage. But the wise one know how to keep their marriage. When the storm is over, when the storm comes, you need to be calm. Approach it with wisdom and prayer. And I'm pretty sure God will surely intervene. So don't make a man, a friend, family, brothers, or whatever, your confidence, talking to them all about your marriage. It's not going to work. They're going to mess your marriage up. If anything like this happen, discuss with God, talk to God, be prayerful, and be calm. And I'm sure God will see you through. Yeah, thank you so much, viewers. Yeah, I'm going to stop for today. And hopefully we're going to be having another chat with each other probably next by weekend, possibly by weekend, because this show is supposed to come out before now. But due to technical issue, that's why it came out late. But I can assure you, we should be able to have another show probably by this weekend. So I just want to say thank you to everyone for watching the program. I see you next week. Bye-bye.